yes! Oh yes! Is it that time? It is that time, my goodness, already. Welcome to yet another amazing, incredible, it's happening episode of Redstone Lapis Lazuli. It is I, your host. Oh, wait a minute, why are you up? That's right, because it's, that's right, I have to, like, hide that now. Jeez Louise, okay. Hey, good morning. Welcome to yet another amazing episode. Oh, dude, this sucks. I can't adjust the volume now. Oh, yeah, I can. Here. Ha ha ha. Alright, let's turn this down a little bit because it's loud. Alright. Hey, welcome. Welcome Sunday morning. Glorious, glorious Sunday morning. Here I am in my little construct. I have to tell you stuff before I get started here. Related to the game, because, you know, this is loud. Like, I'm not into the happy dance music right now, but whatever. Okay, so what I was doing was I was gonna, like, work on stuff. I have no good gear anymore. All my gear, I've been working on getting my gear back. I lost all my gear, all my good stuff, a whole bunch of good stuff. I was gonna work on this area when I went outside, like that guy did, right? Like, la la la, I'm gonna work on that little patio out there, la la la. But little did I realize the enemy waiting for me. Yeah, right there. You see him? You see him? Those guys, the phantoms. Those guys came down, and when I wasn't from my behind, from the back, they hit me and they knocked me into the ocean of lava. Yeah, you see? Ah, and I fell into the ocean of lava, and of course it's an ocean of lava. I'm not gonna live. So I died. I lost all my good stuff in the ocean of lava, and so I haven't really built anything because I've been trying to recover from falling into an ocean of lava. And now I have to keep remembering that even in the nether, there are these evil spore bats. I hate them. I hate these spore bats. Oh. So yeah, okay. There's that part. What else can I show you real quick? In Minecraft. So yeah, that was awful. Like, I lost my entire week of working on stuff because I had to, like, recover from getting crushed by stupid spore bats. The one thing I made real quick was a melon farm. So I'm just farming melons. So I've gotten to the point now where I've got almost all my farm set up. All the storage receptacles are underground. So again, the plan is going to be I'm going to make an underground water pipe. I'm going to move it over to this abandoned village and reconstitute the village. I'm going to reconstitute the village, and I'm going to add a trading hall. The problem is the update is going to come out real soon, and when that happens, they're going to change the rules with villagers. So I'm hesitant to spend all the time and energy to create a trading hall and then have all the rules be changed so that the trading hall doesn't work anymore. So I got to work it out. But yeah, it's going to be over here in this little corner. I think it's 100 blocks from the iron farm and 100 blocks from up there. So I can make I'll just make this. Then I can reconstitute the village. Yay! That's real quick. Okay, so yeah, that's Minecraft for ya. Let's see, what else have I been working on? I can show you real quick my mine. Solar panels, ha ha ha. Okay. Yeah, so I found out you can make I found out a way to make a flower farm that isn't totally wasteful. So I'm gonna do that, but that's gonna eat up my supply of bone meal. So I need to upgrade the skeleton farm. Man, this game is nothing but work. I got work for everything. So yeah, I'm running low on cobble. So I had to like empty out the last few chunks of my mine down here. It's getting to become like a football field. And it's getting big enough where I can fly in here. Oh yeah. I went and got elytras. If I can get it to work. Come on, there we go. So I can fly around the mine. Flying underground. Underground flying, under the radar. That's what I'm doing, flying under the radar. Alright, well, whatever. So that's a slime chunk over there. That's a slime chunk over there. I'm going to work on making them more efficient. But I don't really need to. Because, I mean, I don't have any need for so many slime balls. Look at all these slime balls. Like, and that's just passive. I'm not doing anything. They're just spawning up there and jumping down and killing themselves. The slime kills itself. The slime balls kill themselves. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to head to? I had this train station worked up to easily move between places to the auto farms. I think this is gonna work. No, this is going to Brian's place. I mislabeled it. Oh man. All right. Well, yeah. This is the underground train station I made for Brian. PoGokeRo. Okay. Yeah. And that's what's happened here. And then, yeah, this is his mine. He's not really working on it. I don't know. He doesn't seem to like adhere to the Y level 11 idea. He goes down low. He goes down low. With no stairs. Okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Minecraft to drop their new release. They released a new game called Minecraft Dungeons. Essentially, it's Diablo for Minecraft. And I was never really into Diablo. So, I'm not really into Minecraft Dungeons. I don't care if it's Diablo reskinned as Minecraft. I don't care. It's still Diablo, and I'm not into it. Like, the whole reason why I'm into Minecraft is the fact that you can change stuff and build stuff, and it stays there. What you do stays there. It doesn't go away. Like that way, I can just work on this iron farm. And this iron farm didn't start out as like giant factory. It started out as just the iron farm, and I had to manually stand next to the drop or the hopper to collect the iron in a chest. It was like stupid, and I built all this stuff around it, the gold farm, everything else. It all eventually came up. Oh, that's the other thing I changed. So I was trying to find a more efficient way of. I found out that when I ran the smelter, the smelter was running out of fuel before it would get to it would complete one rotation. It tried to complete one rotation and it'd get about halfway and then it'd be out of fuel. And then so whatever I was cooking didn't cook anymore. So that was a waste. I had to figure out a way to get more fuel into the furnaces. So I had to turn around. I built that whole Navy Nexus sugar cane or zero tick bamboo farm. I built it that way, which was perpendicular to the input, and it didn't work. It just, like, because things were crooked, because of the crooked nature of the pipe, things didn't flow well. It didn't flow, and then the furnace ran out of fuel halfway. So I went back and I had to tear down that whole thing and rebuild the whole thing again on the edge, and then because I didn't have room, so I had to build it over the edge, my butt hanging out over the edge. And then I figured, hey, why not expand it? So I made it a little bit bigger on either end. And yeah, the on-off switch is down there. So, okay, there's Minecraft. Minecraft is quick today. Okay. So what else do I want to talk about? Let's go to the auto farms. My horse, all these horses are showing up. It's funny. I don't do anything. These horses just show up in my pen. They just show up. I'm like, all right, cool. Hey, what's up, guys? So I reworked this path. It's a little. I like it. It's a little prettier. It's going through the forest. Yeah, these guys just show up. Like I'm just getting friends from just hanging out. It's kind of nice. Okay. Let's watch the fish. How about that? While I talk about stuff. All right. So this is a fish farm, and what happens is fish and other things just spawn in this water. They fall over, they go to that center part and they fall through where it's just air, and then they like die. And they drop their bones and their fish. And I'm interested in it mainly for the bones. I mean, I don't really need food, but you know, that's nice. This is gonna stop working. This farm will stop working with the update. It'll make it so that fish cannot spawn in moving water. It has to be not moving water. But you see, they all like flop over to the edge. I can show you. You can even hop in here, and you look in there, and they just there's no water there. The water doesn't go down all the way. So the fish fall through, and because there's no water there, they fall through, they die, and their drops go into hoppers. You can see the hoppers right there. So nice. Again, though, this farm will stop working in the next update. I've got so many fish. My lighthouse over there. Yeah, I was trying to breed turtles, and that's a lot harder than it looks. Trying to find turtles that want to breed, or I mean, it's not that. Yeah, it's that you can make them all lovey-dovey, but then one of the turtles wants to go back to its home beach, and then you got to follow that turtle and hope it's the one that's going back to its beach, because the other one just goes and does nothing. So if you follow the wrong one, you're gonna waste a bunch of time, which I've done lots. So, all right. Yeah. Is there a guy in there? Yeah, that's funny. There's a guy just hanging out in there. But he's cool. That guy just hangs out. Oh, actually, no, he's not cool. He's gonna take up all the food. How'd he get in there? Because they can't. Villagers can't work steel doors or iron doors. So if they can't work iron doors, how did he get in there? There's no bed in there, dude. There's no bed for you. What are you gonna do? Just walk around? And he says, yup, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna walk around. Alright, whatever. Okay, let's go into the nether real quick. Alright. So, because this is Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day, I want to dedicate this train station to all the men and women, to all the Americans. Not even gendered, just all the Americans. All the Americans who sacrificed their lives in search of an ideal of justice and liberty for everyone. So this is going to be called the Memorial Train Station, Central Memorial Train Station in the Nether Hub. That includes. All right, so we have the traditional people that we always think that that um, the troops, the people who take up arms, the people who take up arms to defend our country and our to defend our country, our allies, and our ideals. And they paid the ultimate sacrifice. I mean, but I think today, in light of the global pandemic, I think it's time that we have to recognize that it's not just soldiers who take up arms to defend our country and our allies and our ideals. It's not just the troops. I mean, yeah, that's great, but there are other people, doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, people who as well give their lives, put their health and their lives on the line to help defend Americans from disease. You know, how do we defend our ideals against a disease? Yeah, I gotta put carpet in here so that I can stop pigmen from spawning. Because pigmen, we don't like pigmen. What's up, pig guy? Come on. That's right, pigmen. Stupid pigman. There's more, of course, more pigmen. But they're down there. They're down low. Actually, here, I gotta watch out. There's a step here you can get up on. Hey, what's up, guy? That's right, buddy. That's right. Oh, hey, no, we don't want that. This whole thing is built over an ocean of lava. What a great train station this is. And I like how it's staggered. That's how you know. That's how it knows whether to go up or down. Because you see right here, this thing, well, not this one, but on the other side. You can see how it's staggered. So if it's a green track, it's gonna power this guy right here. And if it's an orange track, it's gonna power the next one. I can't. Yeah, right there. So the green one will power the purple, but the orange one will power the pink. I just think that's great. And then I added real quick. This is easy. This is easy. The cart return, empty cart return. Oh, I didn't finish it. Ah, it's not finished. Okay, now I can't get out. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay, there. I just got to get train tracks, go along that way, and then feed it back into, yeah. There, no problem. Let me go get some train tracks. Train tracks, train. And that guy's just hanging out. What's up? Oh, not this way. Okay. No, go the other way. Okay, to fix that, I need some cobblestone real quick. Give me a piece of cobblestone. Hey, there's a piece of cobblestone right there. All right, I need a lever. And then we go around to the back side and say, hey, dude, why don't you go that way? All right. Now, hopefully this hopper isn't blocked. I'm going to throw a sword in there. Oh, it's locked. So I can't do it right there. Fuck! Again! Again! Oh no, I made it! I made it! I made it! I'm not dead! Oh my god! Oh man! Okay, on with the show. Yeah, this time I remembered I was wearing elytra, and this time I had my fireworks in hand. Oh man. Yeah. Wow, dude, I almost died again. Oh. Yeah, let's just keep going this way. Where's it at? Oh, here it is. Oh, those bats, dude! I hate them. I hate those spore bats. Okay, wait. Yeah, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. Oh my goodness. I have to get back to my train station. And I don't know where it is. It's on the other side here. Yeah, spore bat. Screw you, spore bat. Okay. Look, I have no way in. That's funny. How do you get in? Okay. Okay. Back to work. Wow, that was crazy. Oh, I hate the nether. I hate it. There's like nothing good here. Okay, this is going the wrong way. I need to turn the other way. Oh, and if I do that, it's going to depower this rail. Oh, man. Alright, hold on. Okay, so my other idea is to just let it run straight into it. Since I can't turn it without locking the hopper. My other idea is to... I have no iron. See, like... Oh man, death is awful. When you die, it just... What are you doing? Get out of my cart! I was gonna get that cart. Need a cart. There we go. Okay. So maybe... Go! No, it goes the wrong way. I mean, it'll get there eventually, but oh, okay, so wait, the solution is just to move it one more over. That's still, alright, it's easy. Okay, I got it, I got it figured out. That way I can turn it without the hopper getting in the way. Here, nether rack. No, here, glass. Okay, okay, we're doing it. Watch this, watch this. Okay, it goes the wrong way. And this is depowered, but that's alright. Gotta get that guy there. There! That way, this hopper, this lever isn't powering that hopper, so it'll still work. Yeah, the way things are powered here, it's really awkward sometimes. Alright, so we need to power one more of these rails to make sure it makes it all the way. In fact, here, these two right here. Okay, I need one more lever. I need cobblestone. Yeah, nope, not that one. I have to go get cobblestone. Yeah, the Nether's pretty dangerous. It's not a fun place to be. At least not right now. I mean, supposedly with the update, they add a bunch of stuff to make it worthwhile. But right now, it's not really worthwhile. You don't really want to be here unless you have to. Okay, there, it's set up. Now, if somebody goes, if an empty cart goes, they're just gonna go down there. You can't. Ah, man, what happened? Okay, maybe you can't send two at a time like that. Okay, accidentally bump one. Oh, sorry, guy. Okay. Yeah, then it's just fine. One more time. Perfect. Okay, good. Good. It's working. So yeah, like I was saying, there are a lot of people who are working right now to save Americans who would die otherwise. And they work, and you know, when they die, when these doctors and these nurses die, they die just like soldiers die. They're dying, helping Americans. Yeah, I don't want to stay here anymore. Wow, that was awful. That was awful. So what do I got for pictures? New York Times today published 1,000 names, 1% of the names of the people who have died. We're coming up on 100,000 people dead from coronavirus. If you look at South Korea learned about coronavirus around the same time that the United States learned about coronavirus. South Korea is a pretty population dense country. I mean, I think a lot. I mean, there's like millions and millions of people that live in Seoul. So you can make Seoul somewhat comparable to New York City. And in New York City, like thousands and thousands of people died in New York City from coronavirus. The number of people who died in Korea is like in the hundreds, like a couple hundred, 200 something, 250 people, compared to like 50,000 in New York. And you got to look, why is there such a higher death count in the United States than it is South Korea? Well, look at New Zealand, much smaller death count. And you could say, well, New Zealand's a small country. Well, but what about South Korea? They're really condensed. They're really packed together. And then you realize, you know, it's because the government there in South Korea took care of its people. The government saw a threat coming and acted to protect its population from this threat coming. But when you look at Donald Trump didn't do anything. He didn't protect Americans at all. He denied the coronavirus. He said it wasn't even real. He said, oh yeah, maybe 15 people will die and that's it, and it'll be gone. So yeah, we got 100,000 people dead, and they died not because it was inevitable, not because they were in the line of battle, not because of a terrorist bomb, not because planes flew into a building. They died because the U.S. government didn't protect them. The U.S. federal government didn't do anything. No, it did worse than nothing. The U.S. federal government spread under Donald Trump, spread misinformation, disinformation, lies. And then it actively worked to pit each state against one another in a bidding war for the protective gear that those states needed to give their doctors and nurses and healthcare workers. It's like sending in our troops into a war and not giving them guns or flak jackets or helmets. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And they did it anyways. They went anyways. Our doctors and nurses are working anyways. And they're dying. They're dying to help Americans. $100,000 dead because Donald Trump didn't want to do anything about it. So let's see. So I went down to, so Salem, Oregon has moved to phase 1 of reopening the state. Oregon avoided a lot of the death that was in other states because we closed down pretty early, and we implemented the lockdown fast and early. So of course inside the state the Republican people are all like, oh, open up, you're a tyrant, and they deny the coronavirus. They deny it. They're totally stupid, right? They're totally stupid. They deny science, they deny facts, they deny truth because those things are opposed to their leader, Donald Trump. So if Donald Trump is opposed to truth, then they'll be opposed to truth. So I went down to Salem Saturday Market. Oh, wait a minute, wrong one. Hey, wait a minute. How do I do this? Thumbnail it. Went down to Salem Saturday Market. And let's see. There I was, holding my sign. You can't see the bottom half, but the bottom half says Republicans are Nazis. If I can find that one real quick. A better picture of that one. Republicans are Nazis, because that's what they are. They're Nazis. Republicans, remember the Nazis killed lots and lots and lots of people. Not necessarily actively. They didn't shoot everybody. They didn't put everyone in a gas chamber. You know, not everyone who died by the hand of the Nazis died at a gas chamber or by bullets. A lot of people died through neglect. They stuck them in camps and let diseases kill them off. I mean, that's how Anne Frank died. Where's my... Alright, I won't be able to find it right now. Because I just thought of it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it. No, I can't find it right now because I wasn't looking for it. Yeah, I didn't have it set up. Alright, anyways. So I was there at Salem Saturday Market, holding my sign. I'm masked, but I saw a lot of people who didn't wear a mask. You can see in this picture, there's a bunch of people not wearing masks. So that guy's doing it, but he's not, she's not. None of the I don't think I should have taken a better picture. But yeah, a lot of people are not wearing masks. And my sign says Republicans are Nazis. Republicans are Nazis. So what happened was this guy walked by, saw my sign, he saw the Nazi sign, and what did he do? He did the Heil Hitler and arm thing. He did it. He did the Heil Hitler arm thing. This guy right here. This guy right here. He did the Heil Hitler arm thing. That mother effer did the Heil Hitler arm thing. And then I'm like, oh, look, that guy's a Nazi. That guy's a Nazi. And of course, what did he do? He denied being a Nazi. The guy just threw out the sign. And then he's going to say, oh, yeah, don't believe your eyes or ears. And so, yeah, I followed the guy. I took pictures of him. And because I was following and took pictures of him, what did he do? What did he do? What do white guys with privilege do? They call the police. That's what they do. Every time they call the police, because fascists are all about using authority and violence to shut down speech they don't like. That's what they're about. This guy's a Nazi. Look, that's his plate right there. Wolf PT. He's a Nazi. He threw out the Nazi sign at Salem Saturday Market. So yeah. Oh, dude. This one here. So yeah, there's a lot of Nazis in Salem. And they may not be like card-carrying Nazis. They may not like talk about it so much, but that's what they are. And I was talking to a guy who said, oh yeah, I'm a libertarian. Like, I'm not the same, right? I'm not like those Republican guys. I'm a libertarian. I only registered as a Republican to vote in the primaries. Because he said, I want to change the party from the inside and get rid of all these bad people. I'm like, dude, you're one guy and you're walking into a party full of Nazis. Do you really think you by yourself are going to change the entire Nazi Republican Party? Do you really believe that? Do you think you're going to change them before they change you? And the guy he was adamant. He's like, no, I know a lot of Republicans and I don't think they're Nazis. And I'm like, well, if you're not a Nazi, why would you join the Nazi party? So yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. Well, I do know what he's thinking. He's thinking he can change the party from the inside. You know, I highly doubt that. I really doubt that. I don't think you can do that. In fact, I know you can't do that. They're going to change him into being a fascist, just like they are. So there's my Salem Saturday Market adventure. I saw a lot of people give me thumbs up and give me support. Like, there's a lot of people who gave me support. A lot of, there's enough people that were wearing masks. It was at 50-50, mask wearing and not mask wearing. So we'll see in a couple weeks. Dr. Fauci is saying that he's not seeing the number of cases go down. They're not going down like they should go down. They're staying steady. So if the coronavirus is leveled out and it's staying steady, and then we reopen, it's going to start going up again. And when it hits that exponential growth, then it's out of control. And then you have mass graves like in Brazil, where the hospitals can't keep up. So this is all part of Donald Trump's and the Republican design. Remember, my thesis that I've been holding on to for 3 years is that Donald Trump and the Republicans have allied with Russia to overthrow the government of the United States and install a fascist dictatorship like Russia, where it's ruled by power and not ruled by law. So if you belong to the Republican Party, if you support the Republican Party, they're basically Nazis. You support Nazis. And I know you're like, oh, but my friends are so nice. How could they be Nazis? Well, they can be Nazis because they joined the Nazi Party. See, I catch all sorts of guys in there. Look at these guys. I don't want to kill him because if I kill him, it starts a raid. Oh yeah, I can get your buddy to kill you. Come on, do it. Shoot him, shoot him. Here I am, come on, kill me. Kill me now. Come on, shoot me, dude. I'm right here, shoot me. Kill me now. I can take more hits than you can. That's right. Ah, ha, ha. Now I'll kill your friend. That's right. There. Now I don't have the debuff. Ha 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 ha. And all the villagers are safe. So yeah, they're trying to overthrow democracy. The Republicans and Donald Trump. How do I know this? Well, they've broken all these laws, all sorts of laws. Donald Trump extorted Ukraine by stealing money from the U.S. government and telling Ukraine, you can't get this money unless you do something for Donald Trump. That's extortion and bribery. Donald Trump was impeached for that. And yeah, Donald Trump was impeached. And the Republicans defended Donald Trump. They said, well, we know that he extorted Ukraine by stealing money from the United States and holding it for his own good. But Republicans said, we don't think that's bad enough to remove a president. If a president commits extortion and bribery of our allies, we don't think that rises to the level of an offense to remove the president, said the Republicans. So then Donald's like, great, that means I can, that's great. According to Republicans, the president isn't bound by law. He can do whatever he wants. So, of course, what did Donald Trump do? He extorted the states. He said the same thing to the states, the individual states. He said to Michigan and Nevada, if you don't do what I want, I'm going to withhold this money from the U.S. government that would go to you normally. I'm going to stop it. If you don't Because Donald Trump fears one thing. He fears democracy. He fears the people. Because the people have the power in the United States. So Donald Trump wants to make sure that the people's voice is squelched. He wants to mute the American people. How would Donald Trump mute the American people? Well, we have this coronavirus going around. Already the Republican Party engages in voter suppression to stop democracy. They purge voting rolls. They close voting locations for minorities and poor people. They add all sorts of restrictions. In Florida, they added a poll tax to vote. And then they challenge people in person at the voting polls. If you're a minority, they'll say your vote doesn't count. We don't believe you are who you say you are. So you have to produce all sorts of documentation to do it. Thank you. So that's how they would stop the vote in the past. But now with the coronavirus, people, it's dangerous to go vote in person. So all the other states are looking at places like Utah and Oregon. Utah and Oregon both do vote by mail. Because when you do vote by mail, you extend the voting period for 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks. And you don't have to go to a polling location. They mail you your ballot. And you have 3 weeks to look over your ballot, think about who you want to vote for, fill out your ballot, stick it in the mailbox. It's so easy. You don't have to go in the line and wait in line. You don't have to schedule time off work to go vote just on one day only. Yeah, you don't have a ballot full of people you don't know. You can take time to do research and figure out who the people are that you're voting for and what are their positions. So vote by mail is really great. And in Oregon, what it's done is it's increased voter participation in our state to be the highest in the nation. We have the most people participating in democracy in our state than in any other state in the nation. So, if you're a proponent of democracy, this is what you want. This is fantastic. This is great. But Republicans and Donald Trump, they are not proponents of democracy. They hate democracy. Right? They're white supremacists. What that means is they only believe white people should vote. And not even just white people. They don't want poor white people to vote. They just want rich white people to vote. That's what they're about. So it's not democracy at all. It's rule by the elite. They don't want democracy. They want rule of the elite. Show images. Sounds like a video game in this music. Old school video game. Like driving game. Oh, what am I doing? Memorial Day. Alright. So here's the thing. Donald Trump doesn't want to do it. So what he's doing, he's gonna cast a spell, right? That's what Donald Trump is. He can cast spells on his charmed people. So he's gonna cast a lie spell, an illusion spell. Here's the illusion spell. Donald Trump is trying to say that the United States cannot have all mail-in ballots. It will be the greatest rigged election in history. People grab them from mailboxes, print thousands of forgeries, and force people to sign. Also forge names. Some absentee okay when necessary, trying to use COVID for this scam. So Donald Trump is saying it's too dangerous to send ballots by mail. He's saying, oh, we can't do this. It's too dangerous. But hold on. But what else do we send by mail? If it's safe to send tax refunds, social security checks, stimulus checks, draft registrations, prescription drugs, passports, your ID, if you can actually send all these things through the mail, why is it that you can't send your ballot through the mail? Oregon's been doing it for years. There's no voter fraud here. You cannot point to voter fraud. You can point to maybe one point 0.0000001 of all the votes that are voter fraud. So like just about none. Zero. Just about zero. So it's a big lie. He's just trying to stop people from voting. What else do we got here? Yeah, it's a big lie. Of course, vote by mail is safe. If we send everything else through the mail, passports and tax returns and everything else, why is this suddenly dangerous now? Oh, because it's dangerous for Republicans. That's why. Because Republicans are opposed to democracy, and vote by mail is the best way to do democracy right now. So they hate it. You have to understand that the Republican Party and Donald Trump, they're evil. They're fascists. They're evil. They're Nazis. Now here, let's look at here. This is a spiritual leader from the side of the Republicans. This is their spiritual leader. This is who they go to for spiritual advice. Bill Mitchell. Bill Mitchell said that he believes Donald Trump is sent by his God. The God that Bill Mitchell worships sent Donald Trump to lead the country. So Bill Mitchell is saying Donald Trump is the avatar for his God. You know, who is Donald Trump? Donald Trump is a traitor, an adulterer, a rapist, a racist, a criminal, and a liar. One would think that the avatar of a deity would be a reflection of the values of that deity. People say, oh yeah, Jesus was an avatar of God. He was the Son of God. He was the avatar of God. So if Jesus is an avatar of God, would Jesus be a liar, a rapist, a criminal, a traitor, an adulterer, a sexual assaulter? Would he use the words? Would he use the word, his language, to attack people, the weakest people? Because, no, of course not. Of course not. Everyone knows who Jesus is. No, he wouldn't do that. If Jesus is an avatar of God, then you expect Jesus to reflect all the good things, of that deity, of that God. So Jesus is compassionate, he's caring, he's kind, he's full of love, he tells the truth, he's loyal, he's great. He's great. So you can say, okay, I can see how Jesus could be an avatar of God, of the God Jehovah. I can see that, right? If these are the values we assign to the God, then we see them reflected in the avatar of that God. In this case, Jesus. So Bill Mitchell is saying Donald Trump is our avatar. We see Donald Trump as being a liar, a rapist, a sexual assaulter, a criminal, a traitor. So we can see that reflected. That's reflected of the deity that sent him as the avatar. What deity holds these traits to be a reflection of them? What deity says, yes, I am the God of liars, of criminals, of rapists, of sexual assaulters, of criminals, of cruel people with no compassion? That's the deity. So if this is the God Bill Mitchell worships, the God Bill Mitchell worships is the God of liars, of criminals, of rapists, of cruelty. That's the God Bill Mitchell worships. And that's the God a whole bunch of people worship in the United States. Everyone who follows Donald Trump follows that God. Yeah, we have another name for it. We don't call that thing a God. There's other names for it. We have lots of names for it, but it's not God. Yeah, it's not God. So what I'm saying is that white supremacists and Americans worship two different gods. Now I said Americans. But Rob, there are so many different religions. That's right. There are so many different religions. But every one of those other religions, they come down to the same basic principles. They have the same basic principles of goodness and compassion and kindness, which distinguishes them from this guy's God, this guy's deity, who practices cruelty and lies and harm and violence. So I'm saying all Americans worship, even atheists will worship. They don't worship a God, but atheists have this conception of morals, of ethical behavior, of honor, which is distinctly different from the values promoted by the white supremacist deity. So what I'm saying is that this really is a battle between two different, like, cultures. Like, I guess you could call fascism a culture, I suppose, yeah. But it's white supremacy versus democracy, versus justice and liberty. So I didn't really have so much stuff ready this time. I was kind of burned out from the last episode, and I lost all my stuff too. And I almost lost it again. But hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Like, we're getting into a bad time. Donald Trump is throwing whatever he can against the wall to see what can distract us from the fact that his administration, his government, killed 100,000 Americans, and it's going to be more. And they didn't have to die. They didn't have to die. It wasn't inevitable that they would die. Donald Trump chose to go down this path and kill 100,000 of our country folk. So I hope going forward, we're going to start remembering Memorial Day not just for the soldiers and troops who gave their lives in sacrifice to higher ideals, but we also recognize that it's our healthcare workers, it's our doctors and nurses, and everyone else who is giving care to Americans under great danger and under dangerous conditions to try to save Americans. All right, America. Until next time, I'll see you. All right, PoGokeRo out. Peace.